Welcome to the Glenn Beck program. Has anybody else noticed that there are a lot of crises going on right now? Some are real, some are not. History shows us that politicians are willing to take advantage of actual crisis or manufacture a crisis in order to increase their power and their control. Woodrow Wilson used World War I to round people up who spoke out against him. FDR, he convinced Americans only he could keep the country afloat, and then what happened when that started getting dicey? He rounded people up. Rahm Emanuel said never let a good crisis go to waste. Today we have the oil spill and immigration. Who is in the shadows lining up to make sure these opportunities are not wasted? The answer in the next 60 minutes. Come on, let's go. Hello, America. I just want to I want to start doing some A-B comparisons because I don't have anything to defend anymore. I don't have to make my case. I just have to show you the future. We saw these pictures over the weekend on illegal immigration. That's what this is about, illegal immigration, right? Because the people in Arizona are just so racist. Has anybody asked the question that I asked last week? Have you heard an answer to this? Who organized these rallies? I mean, that's pretty big. I know when the Tea Party, it took a year for them to be able to go down to the mall and have, I don't know, what does the media say, 4,000 people there? How come we were hearing about AstroTurf and all the organizers here, but nobody has asked the question, who put these marchers on the street so fast? What, within a week? I'll give you that answer in a second, but first I want to show you a book. I'll show you two of them, actually. These two. Last year, I showed you this book, and of course the media was like, oh, Glenn, you're crazy, it's conspiracy theory. This is a book called The Coming Insurrection. I asked you last summer to please read it. I said, you want to know what the future is? Read it. It's one of the most evil books I mean, it talks about how to go in and destroy families. It's basically cause trouble. That's what it is. Put out by the Invisible Committee. It's 12 communists. I think some of them are professors. What a surprise. And basically what it is Europe promised us a social communist utopia. And they're never going to give it to us. And the whole thing is on the verge of collapse. So now let's go get it. And it urges people to go get in the streets and be violent. Last week, I showed you this book. This is now from Greece. Same basic story. What really caught my eye was the on the back page, you know, here on some of the things that say, hey, you got to get this book. There's somebody from the Ex-Workers Collective. This one's from Bash the Rich, a class warrior, he's described. He says, this book is just what Dr. effing Anarchy ordered. How to turn insurrection, the coming insurrection into revolution. The Greek revolt will inspire a generation. Okay. The name of this book is We Are an Image from the Future. The Greek Revolt of December. Things are getting worse in Greek. I want you to understand, these are communist revolutionaries. You don't want to think that they even exist, but they do. They're communist revolutionaries. They're violent. They are not anarchists, but they will use anarchy to their favor. They want communism. In Greece, it's amazing because they're working together with another group for fundamental transformation of Europe. I want to A-B compare you and show you that the title of this book is completely accurate. No one will show you the images from the future. I don't know why. I've stopped guessing. But the President of the United States said on Saturday in a speech, he said he wants the media and people like me to stop making assertions and be rooted in fact. Well, that's what we do. I mean, that's why we have the phone, Mr. President. If I ever get the facts wrong, you can call. Only you have the number. White House has the number. You can call me at any time. So let's just be rooted in fact, and like we always do on this program, it's not my words, I use video. I usually use their own words. So I'm going to use their words and video of what's going on, and you just see if there's any comparison. Okay? These are the latest out of Greece. Okay? It's the latest out of Greece. They're rioting in the capital. Why? Well, because their economy is about to collapse. Why? Their economy is about to collapse, and they are really upset at people who are doing budget cuts. They're upset at the banks and everybody else. Okay? Now, in France, riots are happening, as are something called boss nappings. That's where the workers go in and they kidnap the boss and hold him for ransom. Say, you're not going to make these cuts, or you are going to give us those raises. Okay? When the companies lay people off, they make the cuts. They don't do what the unions tell them to do. Well, then people are protesting. People are protesting, setting things on fire, rioting in the streets, kidnapping their boss. Violence. Okay? Now, who's behind a lot of these over in Europe? Labor unions. Labor unions. Labor unions, read about it in the books, it's all here. Labor unions and communist revolutionaries. Well, it's a good thing we don't have any revolutionaries here, huh? Especially any revolutionaries, communist revolutionaries with any power. Do we have anything similar here? Well, let me just show you the pictures. Mere coincidence. This rally was held in New York City, in Wall Street. These people actually went into the bank, and they shut these banks down. These are workers and union leaders from the AFL-CIO, trying to bring Main Street to Wall Street. Their slogan, people over profits. People over profits. I've read that before, people over profits. Show me the AFL-CIO, because I don't want to make any assertions, just the facts. This is what's happening in Europe and Greece. Unions are cutting jobs in Greece, and they become more and more violent, the people on the streets, and they're using revolutionaries to help them do it. They get more and more aggressive. Well, we're at the beginning of the cycle. Here it is, AFL-CIO. Join our march on Wall Street. This is a union. What did she call? AstroTurf. Okay. Now, let me show you immigration rallies over the weekend. Here are the rallies that everybody in the mainstream media is talking about, and they're all saying that these are grassroots. And these people all these people came this fast because they're that angry over racism. Over racism. I want to take a closer look at these pictures. Can we zoom into some of these pictures? Because, oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's beginning to look a little like SEIU and Working Families Party. Working Families Party. Remember who I told you the wizard was last week? Here's AFL-CIO. May Day. Oh, wait a minute. That's right. It wasn't just it was May 1st this Saturday. That's right. I forgot. May 1st. The big Communist Day. Workers' World Party. Communist. Join us. Banking reform. We must have it. Socialist Party USA. Socialist May Day statement. Talking about our banking crisis and also the evil racist in Arizona. How about this last one? World Socialist website. Tens of thousands demonstrate on May Day in defense of immigrants. How about this one? The Revolutionary Communist Party USA. Join action around the country. So we have unions and revolutionary groups. And groups like La Youth. Look at this. La Youth. If you watch some of these, give me the statements here from La Youth. This is great. These are kids that said this. We saw a few people organizing, and we met up with the Association of Raza Educators. We had to wait to get it started. It was energized. A lot of people were chanting. It was blocks and blocks of people. Okay, so we got it. We've got an organized march now. But why won't the media talk about this? And remember, the Tea Parties are violent. When you hear that, you know it couldn't be further from the truth.